Welcome to Auto Expert, the channel where we bring you the most detailed and in-depth car reviews, exploring every feature, every change, and every hidden detail that you should know before making a decision. Today we are going to dive into the 2026 Force Gurkha, a vehicle that carries a reputation of being rugged, powerful, and built for serious off-road enthusiasts. In this review we are not just going to walk around the car casually, but we will take you step by step, from the exterior styling to the core engineering, and from its practicality to the advanced technology that Force has packed into this latest edition. By the end you will have a clear picture of what the 2026 Gurkha is really all about and whether it matches your needs and expectations. Let us begin with the overall presence of the Force Gurkha 2026. When you first look at it, the stance itself commands respect. It is tall, it is boxy, and it shows clearly that this is not a city SUV pretending to be tough. It is a genuine 4x4 built for durability. The design has evolved with sharper lines and improved aerodynamics, but Force has maintained the classic ruggedness, which is what loyal Gurkha fans love. You will instantly notice that the body has been reinforced with stronger panels and a slightly more modern finish compared to earlier versions. This makes the vehicle feel solid and dependable before you even start the engine. Now let's move towards one of the most noticeable changes in the 2026 Gurkha, its advanced features. Force has made sure that the Gurkha stands tall against international off-roaders by introducing technology that supports both convenience and adventure. The vehicle now gets improved terrain response modes which allow the driver to choose settings for mud, sand, rocks, or snow. Each mode adjusts traction, throttle, and stability control to optimize performance. There is a hill descent control system, crawl control, and even a more refined differential lock system which makes off-road driving easier and safer. Inside the cabin, the infotainment system has been upgraded with a larger touchscreen that supports wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. The navigation system is more precise, and there are multiple USB-C charging points. Safety has also taken a step forward with the inclusion of multiple airbags, ABS with EBD, electronic stability program, and even tire pressure monitoring. Force has balanced the old-school rugged DNA of the Gurkha with these modern features that make it competitive in 2026. Next, let us come to the headlight review. The front of the Gurkha is dominated by new LED projector headlights which are brighter and sharper compared to the halogen setup of older models. The illumination is wider, which improves night driving especially on highways and unlit roads. The design of the headlights is squared off to maintain that rugged Jeep look, but Force has cleverly added DRLs that run around the edges, giving a more premium appeal. The beam reach is impressive, and the auto headlamp function adds convenience when moving between light and dark zones. For off-road users, the brightness will make a big difference during night trails and rough terrains where visibility is critical. Right below the lights comes the front bumper review. The 2026 Force Gurkha gets a redesigned bumper which is chunkier, more angular, and made of toughened material to withstand off-road impacts. It includes integrated fog lamps that are LED as well, and recovery hooks for serious off-road adventures. The bumper clearance is high which helps in better approach angle. This means when you are climbing rocks or steep slopes, the bumper will not scrape easily. The design is functional but also adds an aggressive look to the Gurkha's front fascia. The metal skid plate further protects the underbody, and this shows Force's focus on making the Gurkha ready for real challenges. Now to the heart of the vehicle, the engine review. Under the hood, the 2026 Gurkha continues with its trusted Mercedes-derived diesel engine but with refinements for better efficiency and power. It is a 2.6-liter turbo diesel engine tuned to produce more horsepower than before, around 140 horsepower, and improved torque delivery at lower RPMs, somewhere near 330 Nm. This makes crawling over obstacles or towing weight much easier. The engine refinement is better, Vibrations have been reduced, and the sound insulation inside the cabin is improved so you feel less of that diesel clatter. The gearbox is a 6-speed manual that feels smoother, and the ratios are adjusted to provide both highway comfort and off-road grunt. The 4x4 system engages effortlessly, and the low-range gearbox is still one of the strongest points of the Gurkha. Fuel economy has improved slightly thanks to modern tuning and better aerodynamics. Let us step inside for the inner review. The 2026 Gurkha offers a more premium cabin compared to its older generation, but without losing the tough character. The steering is now power assisted and comes with mounted controls for infotainment and cruise control. The power backup feature in terms of 12-volt socket and inverter support is handy when you are camping or charging equipment. The seating is more ergonomic with better cushioning, and the driver's seat comes with height adjustment. The dashboard looks functional but cleaner, and the digital instrument cluster adds a modern touch, displaying trip data, off-road information, and even tire angles. The cabin is roomier, and noise insulation has been worked on to make long drives more comfortable. Air conditioning has improved, with rear AC vents for passengers, making the Gurkha more practical as a family vehicle. The tire review is another important area because Force has equipped the 2026 Gurkha with larger all-terrain tires that have deeper tread patterns for grip on mud, sand, and snow. The wheel arches are flared and allow for better travel. The tires are mounted on alloy wheels that are designed to be strong and scratch-resistant. The spare tire mounted on the tailgate is full-size, which is always important for an off-road vehicle. With the improved suspension system, the ride quality is more composed, and the tires help absorb shocks better. The ground clearance is among the best in its class, ensuring the Gurkha goes where most SUVs cannot. We already spoke about advanced features earlier, but let's explain in more detail because this is where the Gurkha is now matching global standards. The terrain response system is not just a marketing term, it genuinely changes how the car behaves in different situations. In mud mode, the wheels maintain controlled slippage for better traction. In rock mode, torque distribution is carefully managed to prevent wheel spin. Crawl control is another highlight where the car manages throttle and brake on its own, allowing the driver to focus only on steering while climbing or descending tough trails. Connectivity features like wireless smartphone mirroring, Bluetooth 5.0 for stronger connections, and over-the-air updates for the infotainment system make the Gurkha future-ready. There is also an SOS emergency call feature, parking sensors with rear camera, and auto rain sensing wipers. These features may sound simple, but in an off-roader where previously the focus was only on strength, such technology makes life a lot easier. Coming to the backside light and backside design, the Gurkha has received new LED tail lamps that are vertically stacked, giving it a distinctive look. The brightness is sharp, ensuring visibility even in heavy rain or fog. The rear bumper is equally tough with tow hooks, and the spare tire remains mounted on the rear door, enhancing the rugged profile. The rear windshield is large, improving visibility, and the boot space is generous. Fold down the rear seats and you get massive luggage room, perfect for long trips, camping gear, or heavy equipment. The tailgate is side opening, which remains practical for loading. Roof rails add further utility for carrying luggage boxes or jerry cans. Now let us explain the more important things in this model which make the 2026 Force Gurkha stand out. The chassis has been strengthened with better high-strength steel. The water weighting capacity has increased to 700 mm, which is very impressive for floods and river crossings. The approach angle is around 38 degrees, departure angle around 34 degrees, and ramp breakover angle around 28 degrees, making it a serious off-road machine. The suspension has been tuned with coil springs all around and improved dampers for comfort. Reliability is one of its biggest selling points as Force has a reputation of building engines that can handle rough use. The cabin durability is also important because Force has used washable floor mats and water-resistant materials which are useful in muddy terrains. Service network has improved and parts availability is getting better. All these aspects combined make the Gurkha a solid value proposition for those who want a true off-road vehicle without going into the extreme price range of global brands like Jeep or Land Rover. To conclude, the 2026 Force Gurkha is a vehicle that blends tradition with modernity. It keeps the core strengths of ruggedness, strong engine, dependable 4x4, and simplicity, while adding technology, comfort, and design improvements that today's buyers expect. Whether you are an adventure enthusiast, a rural user who needs a dependable workhorse, or even a city driver who loves the commanding presence of a 4x4, the Gurkha 2026 offers something unique. It may not be the most luxurious, but it is honest, strong, and more advanced than ever before. This was our complete in-depth review of the 2026 Force Gurkha. You are watching Auto Expert, and if you enjoy such detailed and passionate car reviews, make sure you subscribe to our channel for more content, comparisons, and updates on every upcoming vehicle that matters.